Deep, emanating from deep under the earth. There it is. Emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is Last Call from Green Brain Comics. Welcome, Brainiacs, and good morning to you. I am Dan Merritt, co-owner, of Green Brain Comics, and another solo Friday morning episode. Every week, we have one last chance to modify our final order numbers on the comics and graphic novels that are about to go to print and will start shipping in about 3 to 4 weeks. On Last Call Live, we spotlight some of those titles from this list of upcoming books so you can secure your copies before our final order deadline. Those final order deadlines this week are, for DC Comics, that is this Sunday the 24th, and for pretty much everything else, the deadline to get those orders in is Monday, September 25th. I think as of the 1st of October, I will be moving the cutoff deadline for all of the incoming final orders from you customers. I will be taking those down at 5 p.m. on Sundays, starting, October 1st? Yeah, looks like it. The 1st of October, those FOCs will all come down Sunday at 5 p.m. I'll make sure to get you the information as early as I can. That's what I'm doing here on a Friday morning. Give you as much opportunity as possible. Also keep in mind our partners over at Comichub have been doing a fantastic job getting that information up on the app and the Comichub website earlier and earlier. It seems like everything that we get from Marvel most everything from Marvel is up there on Wednesday morning. So you can start placing those orders for those upcoming books as early as Wednesday morning, giving you, 5 full days to get your orders in before the new FOC deadline of Sunday at 5 p.m. That's starting on October 1st. I gotta check my date on that. I don't feel good. Yep, that's October 1st. Yeah, so next weekend we'll be starting that. Just need those orders in 24 hours before. All due Sunday at 5 p.m. That way we can all do it just once. I appreciate your understanding. And we'll work with you. Get those orders in as soon as you can. Okay, in this video, we will be spotlighting some of these titles from that list, and we will give you information about getting those orders secured. Last Call Live is broadcast live from Born. It says OBS keeps cutting out. That's kind of weird. If you folks notice anything, let me know. I see Yang Maven's watching. Thanks for watching. I hope it's going out. I don't trust this. It's looking a little wonky. Yeah, it's looking like it's going out from YouTube. We're good. Facebook's a little lacking. Okay, I'll get back to it. Let's see. Green Brain Comics and Last Call Live are powered by... Where are we? Our good pals at Comichub. Check out Comichub. Your portal is customer.comichub.com, but you can just type in comichub.com. That'll get you to this page right here. Once you get signed in, your next page is these two big banners, aside items, which is anything that you may have received here at the store and is physically here waiting for you will be set aside there. That's where you can go in to pay for those items. And to the right, the green banner, shop coming soon. That's the stuff that we will be looking at today. So click through on shop coming soon, and you'll be greeted by a series of carousels. This top carousel is preview pages from some upcoming comics. You can read those for free, check them out. They're PDFs. They download pretty quick, and they give you a great first taste of what's in the rest of that book. Second carousel down is what is now called the Last Call FOC carousel. Comichub just got a interesting little facelift. They've made some little changes and are thankfully always looking forward to the future and how this app just gets better and better. This carousel also goes left to right, or you can expand it from view all. That's the one that we're going to be looking at a little bit. That's one we're going to be looking at a little bit closer. I'll get right back to that after I show you the bottom carousel, the next Wednesday's items. This is everything that is due in on Wednesday, September 20th. That's everything that's coming in this Wednesday. You can look at that. We'll expand that there. And you can see that it scrolls down now. You've got filters on the top for publisher, category, brand, etc. You can also go straight to the first letter of the title. That's all in next Wednesday's items. Now in last call for confirmed orders, it's the same thing. That's the one that we're going to be using today for all of the items that I want to show you. I'm very excited about these things. First thing I'm excited about is a brand new feature that I'm going to start this week. It is last call for manga. We've got a bunch of publishers showing up on final order Cutoff now that will allow us to look closer at some of these awesome looking things. The first thing I'm going to show you today is, let's get back to that. And I'll do that. From the publisher Kodansha, this is Nina, the Starry Bride. This is a manga volume 1 set to ship on October 25th. This is by the writer-creator Rikachi. This is a pretty interesting looking one. This is adaptations of Franz Kafka's work from the manga artist, or I'm sorry, two cult favorite Japanese artists. Let's see, we've got Nishioka Kodai. Who's the second one? I'm just reading this. But Nishioka Kodai. Yeah, that's the only one. That's weird. But yeah, this will definitely appeal to fans of Junji Ito and, of course, fans of Franz Kafka. That will be in stores on October 25th from Random House Publishing. And finally, in new manga, we have Witch of Thistle Castle. This is put together by John Terashine. Maybe. From, oh yeah, there it is. And that is from Titan Publishing. And that does it for... Oh, I didn't change that one? That's still my old in-betweener. That'll work. Okay, that'll do it for last call for manga. Next up, we will be looking at Just one title on Last Call for Younger Readers. Calling all younger minds, unleash the power of graphic novels, fuel visual literacy, ignite imagination, and conquer reluctance. Embrace the magic of reading now. And we just have one thing on the younger readers list, and it's a doozy. This is a follow-up to this year's fantastic hit seller from Paul Gilligan, Pluto Rocket. Joe Pidge flips a lid. This is from Tundra Books. Yes. And has a cover price of $9.99. And yeah, just wanted to show you that real quick. Next, we'll get right to this discover captivating jump-on points, epic conclusions, and fascinating comic highlights on Last Call for Special Items, or other stuff as it is. Okay. Oh, I see got some feedback from Yang Maven. Did seem a little bit choppy. Seems fine now. And thank you for thumbs up on the manga category. I want to make sure I collect more of this material for y'all. So let's see, Last Call for Special Items. I just got a couple things a little bit outside of regular format. This is from Oni Press and will probably be, pardon me, let me get to it. Here we are. Let's see. This is a new graphic novel from Oni Press and creator Amelie Flachet. The Little Red Wolf. This is going to be like a European album size. But 80 pages for $10. Hooray for that. And this thing, it's a little bit harder to describe. Take a dive into the brain of master auteur Quentin Tarantino in a first-person account. The, let's see, writer-artist of this book, Amazing Amazian, leads us through the life story of the iconic auteur from his humble beginnings as a video shop clerk to his rise through iconic indie blockbusters all the way to global superstar. So this isn't quite comics and it's not quite just text. It's illustrated comic text. Looks cool. If you're a Quentin Tarantino fan, you're going to love this. It ships on October 18th from Titan Publishing. Quentin by Tarantino softcover. And that does it for just a few spotlights there. Let's move right into Last Call for Graphic Novels. Discover original graphic novels and trade paperbacks, collecting the hottest new stories from publishers big and small. Don't miss the excitement. Last Call for Graphic Novels is now. And the first thing on Last Call is from Dynamite Entertainment, Samurai Sonia. This was a mini-series that came out earlier this year from Jordan Clark and artist Pasquale Quilano with a cover by Clayton Henry. We get a soft cover collection of Batman Catwoman. This is the end cap to Tom King's long run on a post-rebirth Batman Catwoman, also featuring art by Clayman. A collection of the Waller vs. Wildstorm that is running a bit late now. I think we just got number 3 in its black label format. I think volume 4 is coming out right about the time that this book is supposed to ship, so we'll see. This is a real cool thing. This is from Fantagraphics and probably could have wound up in special items, but sure. Here we are. The Alchemical Journey through the Major Arcana of the Tarot. This is a graphic novel, but also kind of an art book. This is comprising the 22 cards and a companion book by artist and cartoonist Nina Bujovic, whose stunning art illustrates this tarot deck. Her dramatic compositions rendered in bold white ink lines with gold detailing immediately draw you in. It looks beautiful. Really fantastic stuff from Fantagraphics books. Just keep in mind, this isn't a full tarot deck. This is just the 22 cards, but that's fine. 22 beautiful pieces. Also from Fantagraphics, this from Fantagraphics Underground. This is a collection of John Severin's Westerns featuring American Eagle. Of course, from writer-artist John Severin. And also from Fantagraphics Time Under Tension. This is some cool looking auto-bio slice-of-life stuff. From MS Harkness, due on October 25th. Alright, here we have the Inkall Kill Wolfhead. Oh, pardon me. Gotta get rid of that. Where's my... Perfect. The Inkall Kill Wolfhead is the new volume in the expansion of the Jodorowsky and Mobius universe of the Inkall. This by Brandon Thomas with art by Pete Woods. Due in on October 18th. Bad Karma, or an original graphic novel from Image Comics, and Alex DeCampi with artist D. Cuniff and Ryan Howe. Print run, interesting. First printing limited to 4,000 copies. Or 400, but there's, yeah, we'll say 4,000. That's due on November 1st. I'm a big Alex DeCampi fan. Current series Scrapper coming out from Image is top notch. Looking forward to Bad Karma. This looks like really nice art too. Next up is from Marvel Comics, the Mighty Marvel Masterworks of the Silver Surfer. This collects the first 4 issues and some other materials, collecting the early days of the Silver Surfer solo series. This is written by Stan Lee with art by John Buscema. This is the mass media cover with art by Leonardo Romero on the cover. And the direct market only cover is the reprinting of the very first cover by John Buscema, or BOUSAMRA. Yeah, it looks like Facebook is not working for me. I'm just going to bail out of that one. Sorry, folks. Facebook doesn't work. I'm going to free up some... Okay, so next up in Last Call for Graphic Novels is Lone Sloan. This is the volume entitled Babel, of course, featuring the art of creator Philip Droulet. And finally, from Hardcase Crime, the imprint over at Titan Publishing, comes this brand new original graphic novel from Batman artist Enrico Marini. And this atmospheric, violent crime caper set in the 1950s noir burlesque. And that wraps it up for Last Call for Graphic Novels. Let's move right into Last Call for New Printings. Get ready for a second chance. Next up on Last Call for New Printings, we unveil new printings on hot sold-out comics. Don't miss out on your favorites. The first thing I'm going to look at this week is not so much a sold-out comic, but a misprinted comic. The Batman Day 2023 foil edition reprint of Batman 608 apparently had a collation problem. In other words, the pages got sorted in incorrectly. So let's see. This is a corrected printing for pretty much the same price, $9.99, and the details are all the same as well. This is the first part of the Hush series, represented for Batman Day 2023. Next up we get a second printing of the Daredevil #1 that just came out from superstar writer Saladin Ahmed and artist Aaron Cooter. This is kind of weird, but yeah. All right, no zoom on this cover. This is beautiful art by Aaron Cooter. I believe this is maybe an interior page, probably an interior page, not the original cover by John Romita Jr. Next up, we get a new printing of Wolverine number 37 with this interior page by Juan Jose Reap. This was a fantastic issue. It was outstanding, really amazing from Ben Percy and Juan Jose Reap. Super enjoyed this book. Very violent, by the way. Super violent. And finally, in last call for new printings, we have a facsimile edition of X-Men 129. This features the very first appearances of Kitty Pryde and the White Queen, Emma Frost, boldly represented in its original form, ads and all, reprinting X-Men 129. Okay, now we'll just go right into last call for second issues of that first issue of that new series. Don't miss out on your next chapter. Last chance for second issues is here so you can continue enjoying those exciting new series. And let's see. Ooh, hey, speaking of number twos, this was my pick of the week from this week. Rumpus Room number 1 was outstanding and creepy. Number 2 is on FOC this weekend with this beautiful and creepy Tony Harris cover. The interior art by Ramon Rosanas is beautiful, and the script sparkles from Mark Russell, AWA Publishing. Coda number 2 from Simon Spurrier and Mateus Bergera drops on October 18th. Ooh, a new Fire and Ice number 2 featuring a Joseph Michael Linsner cover. Negaduck, the spin-off of Darkwing Duck from Jeff Carter and Ciro Cangelosi. Yes. And this cover by Jay Lee. Good cover. Subgenre number 2 from Matt Kint, Wilfredo Torres, and Dark Horse Comics. We haven't gotten a number 1 yet, so we'll see if I can carry this one. Also, from a series that debuted this week, Green Lantern War Journal number 2 is on final order cutoff to ship on October 17th with this very cool zombie cover by Taj Tenfold, featuring everybody's favorite Green Lantern, John Stewart, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson and art by Montos. Also debuted this week was the new Wonder Woman series. Number 2 ships on October 17th with this Daniel Sampere cover. Number 1 was real fun, written by Tom King and featuring art by Daniel Sampere. Also, Hexagon Bridge number 2. That was a beautiful looking book, very much presented in those Euro graphic album ratios in a comic size. This is from creator Richard Blake. Junior Baker, The Righteous Faker from Joe Casey and Ryan Quackenbush continues with number 2 on October 18th. As does Kill Your Darlings by Bob Quinn, Ethan S. Parker, and Griffin Sheridan. Crusader was a fun-looking fantasy book from Matt Emmons over at Mad Cave that is also available on October 18th. And then we're going to get into a few titles from Marvel. Captain America number 2, that new series debuted this week by J. Michael Straczynski. Got number 2 shipping on October 25th. This very nice cover by Jesus Saiz. Predator vs. Wolverine, that exciting new series with interior art by Andrea DeVito. It was a pretty, also very gory book. Wolverine got messed up. Looking forward to the rest of this fight. Star Wars Dark Droids, the miniseries spin-off from the main series. D Squad, focusing on the new D Squad team with R2-D2, all those other letters, and various other droids, all defending their friends against the Dark Droid invasion by Mark Guggenheim and Salva Aspen. That was truly word salad. I don't know what I'm talking about. Uncanny Spider-Man #2, with this very cool cover by Tony S. Daniels, written by Cy Spurrier and art by Lee Garbett. Harriet Tubman, that debuted last week, a couple weeks ago, last week, from David Cronson. And the Blackout Bombshell, #1, shipped this last week. Also featured a backup story by Green Brain alumni Sean Peacock. I've heard #2 does not have any work from him, but I think #3 does. So keep an eye on this series, especially if you're into noir-style crime. Very cool-looking book with art by Dean Kotz. That does it for second issues. Let's get into our spotlight on Last Call for first issues, where we bring you thrilling new series pitches, dazzling variant covers, and a chance to secure your copies for release day. Don't miss out on the excitement for these brand new series. And the first one we're going to be talking about is this book From Ablaze. This is a very cool looking book from Matteo De Longis. That will be available on October 18th. I think it has a couple covers. This by Matteo De Longis and B from Francesco Tomasia. Got a C cover by Guillaume Martinez and a D homage cover from Carlos Nieto. Next up, from Ahoy, Wrong Earth, a new 2-issue miniseries from creator Tom Payer, Jamal Eigel, and Juan Castro. Nice Gil Kane tribute cover. And that's a B from John Proctor. Interesting. A one-shot from the Gargoyles, Disney Gargoyles Halloween special from Greg Weisman and Bonesso Diego with this Mateo Loli cover, a Rebecca Puebla cover, a very nice Mirka Andolfo cover. And then we have Stranger Things, this new miniseries called The Voyage by Michael Morrissey with art by Todor Hristov with this cover by Mark Aspinall. This cover by Kyle Lambert. Yes. Diego Galinda does the cover C, and Todor Hristov himself brings in the final cover for Stranger Things, The Voyage, #1. Here's a name I haven't seen in a while. Hack and Slash is back. And this time from the creator of It's Lonely at the Center of the Universe, Zoe Thorogood, that Eisner Award-winning creator that swept the recent, was that last year's Eisners? Well, recent, with her work on It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth, revives Hack and Slash for this new miniseries called Back to School. Let's see, that was Zoe Thorogood's A cover. We got a B cover by Tim Seeley, a C cover by Stefano Caselli. That's very nice. And a Walking Dead 20th anniversary variant by Tim Seeley himself, Hack Slash Back to School. And from Oni Press, we get a new series, The Man from Maybe. This is written by Jordan Thomas with art by Shaky Kane. These are the same folks that brought you Weird Work and the recent anthology miniseries from Oni called Xeno. This is a Shaky Kane cover. This B cover by Nick Cagnetti, even though it says David Rubin. That's the David Rubin cover. Looks like they got them mixed up. Okay, and then we got a new series from Vault Comics. Vault is really trying hard, man. They're bringing some interesting concepts to the shelf. Pardon me. This new series is called Something Crawled Out from writer Son M, with art by Kaz Mad Cursed Pareno, who also did the A cover, and this B cover by Kathy Kwan. There it is. Something wicked crawled out screaming, Edith. Something wicked crawled out screaming. Edith, Eddie Miller, has no grand plans or great prospects. She spends her days sleeping in and her nights working shifts at a gas station. But when her younger sister fails to come home, Edie, maybe Eddie, unearths a web of missing girls and rotting bodies. Gruesome. The police prove useless, so Eddie teams up with her best friend Rainer in a desperate hunt to find her sister. This is the new series from Vault Comics, Something Crawled Out. Ooh, and then we get a new series from the Dawn of DC, Jay Garrick, The Flash. This spins out of the recent Justice Society of America Golden Age from writer Jeremy Adams and artist Diego Olortegui, and cover artist Jorge Corona. Jay and his long-lost daughter race side by side in the present day, spinning out of the events of Stargirl, The Lost Children, and Justice Society of America. Jay Garrick is reunited with his long-lost daughter, Judy. After being pulled from the timeline, Judy returns to Earth, where she and her dad aren't the only ones that ride the lightning. But is there enough space for her in Jay and Joan's life? This ships on October 17th with this Jorge Corona cover, a B cover by Francis Manipul, and a C cover by Serge Acuna. We also have a foil version of the Jorge Corona cover for $5.99. Pretty good price for foil. And here it is, folks. The reason I brought you all together to talk about this. Oh yeah, that's right. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. A future pick of the week. Oh, sorry, my browser's out of line here. Maybe I'll move it over here. Maybe that's better. Oh, that's so much better. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong features this cover by Drew Johnson. Oh man, I don't even want to talk about the covers at this point. Heroes and monsters collide in the crossover event of the year. A better cover. There we are. The cataclysmic crossover event of the year is here as the DC Universe clashes with Legendary's Monsterverse in Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Clark Kent is enjoying a night off with a very important dinner planned with his girlfriend Lois Lane when the entire city shudders under the weight of the monstrous Godzilla, who emerges from the bay. What started as a routine clash between the Justice League and the Legion of Doom takes a dangerous turn when the walls between worlds is breached, with Godzilla, Kong, and the Monsterverse emerging on DC's Earth. What ensues will be a brawl of unprecedented scale and destruction from acclaimed writer Brian Buccellato and best-selling artist Christian Deuce from the Batman Fortnite 0 Point series. This is Godzilla versus pardon me, I'm just putting them in order of importance here. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong for concerns of alphabetizing, but it's really Godzilla versus Kong versus Justice League. It's got this A cover, which is a wraparound cover by Drew Johnson. We get a B cover by Jim Lee himself, who turned this piece in on time. That's awesome. Thank you, Jim. We get a C cover, a very nice cover by Francisco Matina. Wow. And then we get a blank cover, but the covers don't stop there, folks. We get this foil cover for $6.99 featuring the art of Raphael Albuquerque. Very nice. And then we get into the stars of the evening. For $14.99, you will be privileged to order this Godzilla Roar Sound Effects gatefold cover featuring the art of Christian Deuce. That's right, folks. This has a sound chip in it. When you open the cover, you get to hear Godzilla's roar. Oh, and I'm not done. Hear him roar, Gronk. And you get to hear Kong Gronk. They're both $14.99 a piece. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Number one. I just can't stop laughing. The roar sound effects covers. We'll see how many I can afford to have on the shelf. But if you're interested, folks, you want to get your special orders in by this Sunday. And from Marvel Comics, we get a few new series here. How we doing for time? Oh, we're doing good. Let's see. From Marvel Comics and creators Erica Schultz and Michael Dowling, we get this Hallows Eve, The Big Night. This is a new release from Marvel Comics featuring the Hallows Eve character, set on October 31st, of course. So you know what that means. A Halloween party won't go as planned, and a bunch of powerless kids will be in a lot of trouble. Hallows Eve was once powerless and was once a victim. Now she's anything but. Her magical masks give her the ability to help. But Eve isn't a hero, is she? We'll see. This might be her redemption story. Hallows Eve, The Big Night, drops on October 25th, just in time for the big night itself. And we get this cover by Michael Dowling, who does interior art. Very nice art. And a C cover by Ron Lim, classic Marvel veteran. Yang Maven says, Batman has a contingency for everything. Even kaiju? Probably. But I'd still like to see it. Especially in that nice gatefold. Anyways, and finally from Marvel Comics, we have Marvel Zombies, Black, White, and Red, an all-new era of Marvel Zombies. The undead plague starts here, and you know it won't stop until everyone's in its clutches. The first of 4 action-packed, utterly original, gloriously gory anthology issues feature Daredevil, Spider-Man, Moon Knight, and many, many more. Both Marvel heroes and villains beset by ever-growing zombie hordes in a brutal, blood-stained world. Wow, my context got lost. In a brutal, blood-stained world, can hope survive? Or will creeping, gnawing, shambling horror win out at last? From Marvel Comics, this issue features Garth Ennis, a short story by Garth Ennis with art by Rachel Stott. We get this cover by Gabriel Del Otto. Ooh, very creepy. This beautiful cover by Bjorn Behrens, who I think just works his entire career in the Uncanny Valley. And then we get the Lionel U variant from the think that's it. Is that it? Yep. All from the Marvel Zombies Black, White, and Blood miniseries. And that wraps up our spotlight on Last Call for Confirmed Orders. Remember, the deadlines on Last Call for Confirmed Orders are this Sunday, September 9th. This Sunday, September 24th at 5 p.m. for DC Comics, and Monday, September 25th at 5 p.m. for everything else. Do keep in mind we will be moving both FOC deadlines as of October 1st to Sundays at 5 p.m. Remember to get your orders in through Comichub.com to ensure your copies and make sure we have plenty of copies for everyone else. And we're so very glad to be able to bring that service to you. Another thing I want to point out is our website, greenbraincomics.com. We do have a new list up there right now. New comics for Wednesday, September 27th. If you're not on Comic Hub or are otherwise aversive towards apps, you can check out the website. That has a full text list as well as a few spotlights for next week's new series. And of course, I would like to thank our pals over at Comic Hub. Their easy-to-use website and app for Android and iPhone both just got updated this week. Through that, you could subscribe to series, pre-order variants, and you could special order from dozens, maybe 100 different publishers. We do have secure online payment as well as in-store pickup or shipping available. We'll even do curbside. Never miss an issue with comichub.com. Oh yeah, I guess I do that. A couple other things I want to point out to you is we've got our new shirt designed by James Anderson in stock. We also have it up on our Comic Hub store page. Link in the description. And also coming up on October 17th, we are very excited to welcome back our friend Rose BOUSAMRA to celebrate their recent Eisner Award for the amazing work in the book Frizzy, but also to celebrate its first Spanish language edition. Rose will be in to do a signing for the book and also have a short conversation about the process of learning about the culture and making sure they were true to the original source material. That book, Rizzo's, will be out on that week, and we will have copies on October 7th, along with Rose BOUSAMRA in store. Let's see, next week, next Tuesday, join us for BrainScan. That is our live stream preview of New Comic Book Day. That will be right here on YouTube at 6:30 p.m. with your host, Katie and Shay. And of course, do join me back here next Friday morning for more Last Call Live. All right. So thank you very much, folks, for joining us on Last Call Live, broadcasting live from Studio G in Green Brain Comics, smack dab in the middle of beautiful East Downtown Dearborn. Last Call Live streams most Fridays. Now we're going to try the 11 a.m., but of course, we're archived right here on YouTube. Stay up to date on all of our happenings. We are Green Brain Comics on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. On X, we are at Green Brain CMX. All the links to our shopping cart, website, and Comic Hub are below in the description. And remember that we are spreading the love of comic books and graphic novels from the heart of East Downtown Dearborn since 1985. Feed your brain at Green Brain Comics. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll be open here at the store in just a few minutes. We're open 12 to 7 today. Hope you can make it by. If it's been a little while, swing by, pick up some books that we're holding for you. Would love to see you. In the meantime, be safe, be happy, enjoy your weekend, and get your orders in through Comichub.